So I just went and saw American Animal, and bear with me a little bit, but there's an art to building suspense in a movie. It's not so much about the final outcome, but more so about the build up to the end. In my opinion, Quentin Tarantino is the Picasso of suspense. Well, I'm not really much of a Picasso fan, but I would say he's more like the Michelangelo, and the opening scene in Inglourious Basterds is his Sistine Chapel. Slight spoiler for Inglourious Basterds, but in the opening scene, which takes place in Nazi-held France, the Jew hunter, our primary antagonist, visits a Frenchman of whom he suspects is hiding those of the Jewish faith. Now, the conversation starts off calm enough, but the tension begins to build when the camera pans down below the floorboards of the two men and we see, oh, well, he is hiding people. And not only is he hiding people, but they are directly beneath the two men. And to add salt to the flame, I don't even know if that's a real expression, but you soon realize that the Jew hunter also knows they are there too. And then what proceeds to happen is one of the most intense scenes that you'll ever see in a motion picture. But American Animals also made me feel that way. The director, Mr. Bart Layton, of whom I've never heard of any of his work except for Locked Up Abroad, he did it in a very different way. Instead of an opening scene build-up, he made majority of the film the build-up, which became genuinely the most cringe-worthy heist scene that I've ever seen from start to finish. I literally had to stand up during the middle of this scene. Thankfully, there were only 9 people in the theater because MoviePass can't promote a movie to save its own company, so nobody really made a big deal out of it. The movie's made $2.1 million on a $3 million budget and it's been out for a month. I've literally never heard of this movie until about 40 minutes before I went and saw it tonight, and that's a shame because this movie's pretty good. The characters feel like real people. They don't skip over small details. In fact, they magnify them. From spare clothes, disguises, license plates, fake names, fake email addresses. The plan actually sounded like a solid one, and me going into the movie blind, I thought they can actually pull it off. But, spoiler, they don't pull it off. They crash and burn in spectacular fashion. The FBI would have had to been foaming at the mouth by the orgy of evidence that was left behind by these guys. They should have been caught immediately by these post 9/11 PD. And that's also a shame, because all these guys were in really great situations. The wildest guy in the group was on an athletic scholarship. Why would they commit this crime? And the movie really doesn't expand on it very much, and so it was kind of a missed opportunity. They just went with the old aren't you bored with life trope that they did in The Girl Next Door and 21. But that nitpick, pales in comparison to the full emotional spectrum I experienced on that heist scene. I knew things weren't going to go as planned, but nothing went as planned. Pure gold. Perhaps, it could have been about 20 minutes shorter, but I like how quickly it wrapped up at the end. I didn't need to see any more of the story. Mr. Bart Layton, our director, actually respects the intelligence of his audience, and, he doesn't feel a need to spell everything out for you. I'm looking at you, Wolf of Wall Street. But, quick questions. How are they going to get those giant books on a plane? And do black market guys really ask for certificates of authenticity? And whatever happened to the Jeep they bought? And was that scene when they get dropped off in the hood a little bit of racist? Or is that just me? But whatever it is, this is a great movie. I give it a whatever I just said out of 10. It's nice to find $3 million diamond in the rough sometimes. And okay.